Hi everybody, it's Caroline here at Greenbird Yoga, and by request I have a around 5-minute wake up routine for your mornings. So I know a lot of us don't have time to have a leisurely hour-long yoga practice to ease us into our day. So I'm going to show you just a couple of my favorite stretches to kind of help your body get moving in the morning. Oftentimes I wake up, my back maybe is a little sore, or if you are like me a couple years ago, you might have a little one in your bed with you, you might have been nursing in the night, or you just might have been up and not had the best night's sleep. So, couple of yoga poses to hopefully help you get up, get moving, and just find a little fluidity in the body. So, first one that I love and that I think is really, really helpful is just a cat-cow. So it sounds pretty simple, but I love this one. It helps me not have a whole lot of back pain. It kind of just gets me moving. So first things first, just make sure you're set up correctly here. Your hands are gonna wanna be under your chest, and just put a little bend in your elbows. So you don't wanna hyperextend or lock out your elbows. And you wanna make sure your knees are relatively underneath your hips. So from here, just take a nice deep inhale and slowly let your belly drop just a little bit. So it's not a big over exaggeration. We're not kind of falling down into it, but it's just a little bit of a dip. And at the crest of your inhale, you're just gonna look forward, look up a little bit. Now, as you exhale, let the belly start to pull in. Draw your belly in towards your spine, and then let your shoulder blades start to head up towards the sky as your head drops down. So I want you to kind of think like Halloween cat, like that big arched back. So try it a couple more times. You're gonna inhale and gently let the belly drop. Let the shoulder blades come back and down. Let your gaze travel up towards your ceiling. And then exhale, let your belly pull in first. Remember to press through those hands and push your shoulder blades up towards the sky, and then let your head drop. So that's a great one to do as many times as feels good to you. And you can kind of finish that part up by taking your knees wide, big toes together, and just relaxing back into child's pose. So just bowing the head to the floor. It's kind of a nice break. So the next one I'm going to show you is a little more active. You can come into it by going back to downward facing dog and kind of stepping through, or you can just simply come all the way up to standing if you were down there on your hands and knees. So I like this one to come from downward dog. Don't stress too much about your downward dog. It doesn't have to be perfect and beautiful. You're just kind of maybe walking out the feet and shifting the hips a little bit. So from here, step the right foot through, and you're gonna find a lunge. Don't worry if you don't have blocks, because we're actually coming right up. So you can kind of see me, and I'll move so you can see a little bit better. My knees are round right over my ankle, no further. I'm pressing back into my back foot. Now, here comes the juicy part that I love. Take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders back, and just hang out here, okay? So this can be really still if that feels better to you. Sometimes I like to add a little bit of neck circles here, or just breathing, kind of side to side, just whatever feels good. Your morning routine should be kind of like yummy and gushy and just make you feel like you can move your body around and like you're waking up a little bit. When you feel ready, you can trade out feet. So left foot in front and the right behind. Now, here's a little bit of a trick. You're gonna switch the interlacing of your fingers. Don't feel like the weird way, but just kind of go with it. Same thing, you can come into some neck circles here. Maybe you find a little bit of a back bend. Just really finding some openness through the chest. Nice deep breaths. The more you can breathe, the more awake you're gonna feel. And then you're gonna finish it by stepping your back foot to front. You're gonna inhale and lift your arms all the way up, and then bow your hands down, bring your palms to your heart, okay? And I would suggest doing that like 3 or 4 more times. That's kind of a nice way to really start to wake up, is to use the breath and just kind of move the arms around a little bit. So it's not, not rocket science, but it's just a quick little opener to kind of get the blood flowing, get you warmed up. Give it a try. We'll add on to it. That was just really quick little bit. Tell me how you like it, and good morning. I hope it wakes you up, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks everybody. See you soon. Namaste.